So the INEC chairman did not wait for his tenure to finish and he hurriedly resigned. It seems something was chasing him. Wait, let me give you the summary of everything that has happened in INEC, how he resigned, who he handed over to, and a little background of the new INEC chairman. Wait, let me explain. So on the 7th of October 2025, the former INEC chairman Yakubu Mahmood tendered his resignation letter to the president that he no longer wants to continue as the INEC chairman. Remember, his tenure will expire in November, meaning that he still have 1 month to still be the chairman. But the question is, why did he hurriedly resign before the expiration time? Now, according to Yakubu, he said that he resigned earlier before his tenure expires so that they can have smooth transition to the next INEC chairman. That is what he said. Now, in case you don't know, Mahmood Yakubu has been the INEC chairman since 2015 till 2025, making him one of the longest serving INEC chairman in Nigeria history. Mahmood Yakubu conducted the 2019 general election that brought Buhari into office. He also conducted the 2023 general election that brought Bola Ahmed Tinubu into office. Now, in 2025, Mahmood Yakubu bowed out from office. Although many people might not like him, many people might like him, depending on the angle you are looking at him from. Now, here are some innovative that Yakubu brought into INEC when he was in office. It was Yakubu that introduced the beavers and also electoral transmission, which many people said that after introducing those things that he did not maximize it and did not use it well, which put him on the spotlight of criticism and also many people hating him for his bad job done, according to what people are saying, not my opinion, which many people are attributing to 2023 general election, which he complained of many glitches that happened in presidential election, which did not affect the gubernatorial, senatorial and House of Representative election, only the presidential election. That is what people are saying. So why Yakubu stepped down on 7th of October 2025, he can't just leave the office space. In ensuring a smooth transition and handing over, Yakubu cannot just step down and leave the office vacant. He needed to hand over to the most senior commissioner officer in INEC, which is Mrs. May Agbamuche Mbu. Yakubu handed over to her on the 7th of October. While Mrs. May Agbamuche assumed the office as the acting INEC chairman, drama started. A court in Osun State issued the arrest of the former INEC chairman, which is Mahmood Yakubu. Now, this arrest warrant is coming from a political party which is called AA, Action Alliance, petition against the INEC chairman of his misconduct and not handling the electoral process well during the 2023 general election. Well, the Osun State court issued that arrest warrant. The INEC chairman and the commission had to settle the whole issue before it came too serious. That is why the public did not hear about that. So the INEC chairman was not arrested. So the acting INEC chairman, which is May Agbamuche, is a lawyer. She is a lawyer and also known for integrity. That is what people are saying, that she has integrity. She is a good lawyer. She has not been compromised. She has not done that. She has not done that. So there's good reports about her. But the question is, will her tenure last? And her tenure did not last up to 48 hours when the president nominated a new INEC chairman. So dear Nigerians, behold your new INEC chairman, which is Professor Joash Ojo Amopiton. Is the new INEC chairman that will be taking the affairs of the Independent National Electoral Commission from now henceforth. He will be conducting every election that will be happening from now. Coming from the Anambra election, he will be overseeing all. So if you need to hold anybody accountable, he should be the one. Now let me give you a little bit background about Professor Joash. Professor Joash is a professor of law from the University of Jos, meaning he has been teaching law, and he's also a senior advocate of Nigeria. Professor Joash is 68 years old and he has been teaching law for over 30 years now, meaning he has experience in law. So if you conduct election, you are not satisfied, you go court, you will see meet him there because he knows the law more than you going to the courts. Professor Joash is from the same North Central as the former INEC chairman, which is Mahmood Yakubu. So they are from the same North Central region of Nigeria. They share similar thing in common. Although people are worried that why picking people from the same region, North Central anyway, the reason why the INEC chairman is coming from North Central is because to balance the equation of power. The president is from the Southeast, the Senate president is from South, and the way they share power now, I won't go into details, but you understand. So many Nigerians are also concerned that Professor Joash do not have any electoral experience. Now, many people are also complaining that for him not to have any electoral experience, that make him perfect for the position because he will not know how to compromise or who to do that, that kind of thing, how to malpractice and all that. So because he doesn't have experience, so there are good and bad to it. He doesn't have experience, and if he has experience, it's also bad. But you be the judge in the comment section. Now, one of the biggest things about him is that a lot of testimonials are coming stating that he's a man of integrity and he doesn't compromise. And those who know him as the lecturer of law in University of Jos stating that he's not the kind of lecturer that you can bribe. He's not the kind of lecturer lecturer you can, give pocket money to do something for you, that he has truth and integrity. Now, another thing coming is that many reputable Nigerians are complaining, and some lawyers are complaining, that the president should not have a right to appoint a electoral chairman. That if the president appoints a electoral chairman, it can also somehow be compromised, because the appointee can also want to do something, to favor his boss that appointed him. So the power of appointing the electoral chairman should leave the president and be independent, the way the name implies, which is Independent Electoral Commission, INEC. Now, in summary of everything I just said right now is that Mahmood Yakubu, the former INEC chairman, has stepped down after 10 years in office. Mrs. May Agwamuche Mbu became the acting INEC chairman, which did not last up to 42 hours. The president of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, appointed the new INEC chairman, which is Professor Joash Amupiton. So Nigerians are currently watching to know if truly INEC will be independent or not. Anyway, this is the summary of everything that has happened in INEC for the last 72 hours, which is the whole INEC chairman stepping down and all that. If I missed anything, please tell me in the comment section.
Congratulations to the newly appointed INEC chairman, Professor Joash Ojo Amukpiton, SAN, from Ijumu local government area of Kogi State. Our dear Professor Amukpiton, SAN, sir, you are welcome. Thank you for coming. Thank you for having us. It good as you come. So, Professor Amukpiton, a lot they on ground. A lot they go on. So, you are very, very welcome. Professor Amukpiton, the people will appoint you as INEC chairman. It gets many reasons why they pick you to head the agency. A lot went into the decision to finally reach say now you go head that agency. Because even the president will go don't appoint you as INEC chairman, he go be player or be contestant for the match where you go be referee. So you see as it be now, a lot of interest go there where they go expect say you go service. So we understand all of those optics. But our dear Professor Amukpiton, on behalf of Nigerian people, we they tell you say the choice is yours to decide which line to toe or which legacy to build. Whether to stand on the part of the Nigerian people, to serve your country with the fear of God and for the betterment of this country, or you go come to protect the interest of criminal politicians in power who are only interested in capturing power for the sake of power and their selfish interest, and will stop at nothing to destroying this nation just to hijack that power. It is up to you. Our dear Professor Amukpiton, the agency where you don't come to head so is a cesspool of corruption. In fact, the agency is the direct weapon fashioned against Nigeria's moving forward. INEC and the Nigerian judiciary. Your immediate predecessor, the professor of glitches, Mahmood Yakubu, has left a 10-year legacy of glitches and electoral banditry. So the agency is filled with landmines and all forms of corruption where you go need to attend to. A lot there on ground where you go need to start to look into, because we know say as you don't come, your first speech, you go talk say you will address this, you will reform this, you will improve this. Super story. Professor Mahmood talk all those tales by moonlight tire. He do pass this one. At the end of 10 years, waiting happen. Now glitches, they follow and they go. So Professor Amukpiton, we Nigerians, we welcome you with open hearts and with open arms. A lot is on ground for you to address. List of political parties where INEC don't refuse to register. Pending legal cases, electoral reform going on, the use of electronic technology, where Mahmood promised say he will reduce human interference, only to become the major human interference. It is up to you, Professor Amukpiton. We just want to charge you as a concerned people and as Nigerians. Say at the end of your administration, because your time starts now, it can end in Thanksgiving. But my major and last charge to you as we welcome you be say, I will charge you from your own first name, Joash. That name, Joash, is the name of one of the youngest kings in the Bible. King Joash became king of Judah at the age of 7 years. But before becoming king, there was an attempt to kill him when he was smaller by his own grandmother, the powerful Queen Athaliah. But somehow he survived because he was saved by the person who was nursing him. And he became king and ruled under the guidance of Jehoiada. He did very well when he was under the guidance of Jehoiada. When Jehoiada died, Joash decided to turn away from the way of God, turn away from his reforms, and start to follow the things of the world. Waiting happened, he began to fail. And at the end, he was killed, assassinated by his own officials. Professor Joash Amukpiton, you can decide to be the King Joash of the Bible. You can decide to serve the Nigerian people with the fear of God and to make sure you write your name in gold, that you help this country to move forward, because a lot is at stake. And we promise you that if you stand with the Nigerian people and do the right thing and uphold the rule of law at all times, it will end in thanksgiving. But if you decide to protect the interests of criminal elements in public office who are only interested in power for the sake of power, then the gods and the people will reject you. But until then, we welcome you. You go to hear from us. My name na Peter for Nigeria. I no get work. Now will not be our work. My only work is for Nigeria to better. So you go to hear from us steady. Make you not think say we dey fight you. No, we dey fight the enemies of Nigeria so that this country go better. Congratulations to you and your beloved wife, Dr. Yemisi Olukpitson, and your entire family. We pray and hope that you succeed, because when you succeed, Nigeria succeeds.
You see blogger like Linda Ikeji, Instablog, Gossip Me, Kubana Chief Priest, Mr. Jollof, even that the phrase gone, you see Reno Omokri, all these people, then they pay them, like, because I don't understand what you people are promoting. Majority of this, or all of these people say they're living in Lagos State. So I don't know if they are scared of speaking out. I don't know, maybe they are scared of their businesses, they are scared of that they will lose connection, they are scared of what APC government is going to do. Because you see, APC government, if they hold meeting on top of your head, like, you no go even know where they go hit you, and when they hit you, even you no go know when you go set ring light, set camera, begin they talk, post them online, where you go they cry, because that is APC for you. You understand? So I don't know why these people are doing this. Money where they make from blog alone, from their social media account, they can use it to earn a living. They are using it to earn a living rather, but they still, because of greed now, this greedy lifestyle is really eating a lot of people. Like, I don't know why people will be promoting Tinubu's governance, and we all know that. Okay, so look at the recent one at the task beginning from January 2026. People go cry, people go cry tire, because I don't know what you people are gaining from promoting bad governance. You people amplify these things that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is doing, and Nigerians are suffering. People cannot even look at festive period now is coming, but people are scared of traveling. And this time, airlines, they are going to make a lot of sales. But I still believe that airport is going to be scanty, because people don't have money for that flight now. Imagine how much you are going to spend for flight. Imagine what the amount you are going to spend when you travel to that place, because of course, as you are traveling, you are coming from the city, to the village, wherever you are coming from. They are expecting you to bring money for everyday meal, everyday food, everyday whatever activity that is going to hold there in the village. They're expecting you to bring money, and now you go to spend. So people will not want to travel by flight, they want to go by road. But guess what? It's not secure. There is insecurity. Of recent, yesterday, I saw a video of Enugu road where, the road was blocked because of kidnappers on the road. And even the police, we heard that they flee, they scamper for safety until the Nigerian soldiers started coming, and everywhere, peace was brought back to the road. And there were a lot of motorists on the road that were stranded, Peace Mass Transit, and a lot of other transportation companies. I was like, let's look at it. So you can see that there are people already that have already been kidnapped before that event happened. It's a big shame that Nigeria is still battling for light issues, and they are using it to campaign on every election. It's a big shame that Nigeria is still talking about insecurity, and they are always using this thing to, as an advantage. They will come on every election, campaign. They will say, we are going to give you security. You can now travel from one place, blah, blah, blah. We give you constant electricity, constant this. Oh my goodness. It's a big shame that Nigeria, doesn't even have constant, steady power supply. And this mainstream media, they won't help to amplify all these things, but they will amplify things like Nigeria, Lagos to Calabar Coastal Highway, something that Rufai asked Dave Umahi, Minister of Works Transportation, how much does it cost for this Lagos Calabar Highway? He couldn't even tell how much it costs per kilometer. Say that then there are some roads, the terrain, they are different, and this and that. Just imagine the person who talks in a professor when be professor in practice. Nigeria, if they explain Nigeria to you, go, like, if you say you understand, the person will explain and a mad person, the person will explain a way for you. We keep borrowing. Mr. Peter Obi said, it is not bad to borrow. It is not bad to borrow. But in a situation whereby you are borrowing, and the citizens are not seeing what you are borrowing for, then it's useless. Your borrowing, it's useless. And even the World Bank or whoever that is giving the Bola Ahmed Tinubu money, they are still the one that came outside to say that 139 million Nigerians are living, below, I mean that they are poor, that they are not living well. They can't even talk of 3 square meals. How many people there for Nigeria? How many are we Nigerians? So if 139 million Nigerians are not living well,